You know, Comrade Nurse, let me give you an opportunity to be emphatic on what you consider the strategy going forward to cope. Something you've talked about, which I consider quite germane and key. You know, when you referenced the understaffing, and then you talked about the migration of nurses out of Nigeria based on the environments that they work here, and then the allure and promise of a better society where things work, salaries are better, the tools are available. You know, what is your position on strategies that you think we can adopt yet to retain our nursing talents and meet this mass migration, especially also, of course, we must respect individuals' aspiration, you know, the aspiration of a nurse, for instance, to choose to japa if they want. It's their right, after all, you know. But then, you know, there's also that global allure and demand for nurse practitioners outside with, you know, with the enticements of better environment and better pay and all of that. What do you think we can do to keep our nurses here?
Thank you, sir. First and foremost, I want to say that the government, federal government, should engage the national, the ESCO of National Association of Nigerian Nurses. They should engage them in discussion.
Okay.
The reason being that, you see, we are the one in the field. We know what is happening in the field. We need that engagement before things go down or worsen down the level we are. So that engagement, we'll be able to talk, we'll be able to understand one another, and there will be industrial harmony. That's one. Secondly, when we have the engagement, we'll be able to let them know what is on ground. For example, now, we are talking about people moving out of the country. Let me tell you, sir, we are all human beings. Even with this country, people are moving from one facility to another due to the payments, due to the welfare. Not even moving outside the country this time around. People are moving from one facility to another. So government should note that a conducive environment is needed for our nurses. Another issue is this issue of remuneration. I kept on saying it. Nurses, we know the workload, we know the work we are doing, but the remuneration is not commensurating with the work we are doing. And that we have analyzed severally that we are the least out of the health professional when it comes to issue of payment. Another issue is a provision of gadgets and equipment to do this job. You see, Western world that we are running to, there are facilities there. We interact with them, we talk with them. Even you might want to do overwork because the job is easier. Technology is there. So the government should engage us. The government should let us talk together.
You know, this engagement, comrade, that you're talking about, engagement. Is it then, I mean, is it true? Or should I say, are you saying that the NAMN, NAN, isn't currently and actively playing decision-making roles in healthcare governance in Nigeria?
Thank you, sir. You see?
And very quickly, too, because we're out of time.
That's why I said they should engage us. In policy making in Nigeria today, we are not there. And I told you the other time, talk of the cadre of professional you want in nursing. We have professors, we have PhD, other doctors, we have masters, we have graduates, plenty. But unfortunately, they are not engaging us.
Okay.
We are not in policy making, and at the same time, you cannot bob my head without my consent. So there are a lot of things. So that's why I said government should engage the leadership of our association for better output, for better outcome, for the benefit of the patient and the country at large. If we are engaged, if we have a resolution, I know it will reduce this issue of Japa syndrome. And if the environment is conducive, it will reduce it. So to me, I still believe government needs to engage the national leaders of our association. They are not, we are not interested in strike, but we pray that they will not take us to that level. Because nurses are noble, nurses are caring,
Indeed.
We are professionals,
Indeed.
But at the same time, we are human beings. And there is a limit to individual elasticity.
True.
So
True.
we are pleading to the government to engage us before it went the other way, which we are not happy to.